It's me! This is a hammerhead shark! If you look at its head, it looks like this weird boomerang or a capital D with eyes on the ends. But did you know that these oddly shaped heads are actually really useful for finding food? You see, hammerhead sharks have two distinct advantages when it comes to hunting. First, their heads are way more sensitive than your touchy-feely hands. They have thousands of tiny receptors called ampulla of Lorentz. These receptors work together to form an electric field around the shark. When a potential meal swims by, it disrupts this field, and the shark can detect it. Kind of like how a metal detector beeps when you walk over a coin in a park. The second advantage is that these receptors are located all around the edges of their heads, which means they can detect prey from almost any direction. This gives hammerheads an incredible sense of awareness of their so good that they do uneven need to turn their heads to figure out where the yummy stuff is coming from. But why do hammerhead sharks need to be able to sense electric fields? Well, many of their favorite foods, like stingrays and other sharks, produce their own weak electric fields as they move through the water. These fields are generated by the movement of their muscles. Kind of like when you get a small electric shock from walking across a carpet. By sensing these weak electrical signals, hammerhead sharks can find prey hidden in the sand or lurking in the dark depths, making them one of the apex predators of the ocean. Now, if you think that sensing electrical fields is super weird, you're not alone. For a long time, scientists had no idea how hammerhead sharks could do this. In fact, we didn't even know they were doing it. We only discovered their secret in 2018 when researchers at the University of California got a grant to study how sharks use their senses to find food. They focused on 3 species of hammerhead sharks and 1 species of stingray. Using high-tech equipment, they measured how well each animal responded to various stimuli. Things like light, chemicals, and changes in water pressure. What they found was that the sharks were most responsive to changes in the water's electrical field. This discovery upended everything. Scientists thought they knew about how sharks work and left them with a ton of new questions. For example, we still do know exactly how the receptors in a shark's head are wired up in its brain. We also do know how animals generate and maintain the electrical fields they use to sense their surroundings. Solving these mysteries will take some time, but it is a big deal because sharks are one of the oldest and most diverse groups of animals alive today. So what seems strange and unique might turn out to be common and ordinary. And if you want to help solve these mysteries, you can start by getting curious. Asking questions about the world around you is the first step to understanding it. And there are so many questions just waiting for you to ask them. How do birds fly? Why does the sky change color at sunset? How do planes stay up? If you've ever wondered about something, it probably means that someone else has wondered about it too. Like Amelia? She's wondering how rainbow Smarties work. That's one of the great things about being curious. It turns out that lots of us are interested in the same things. And when we follow our curiosity, we can learn amazing things. Like how rainbow Smarties work, how hammerhead sharks hunt, and who knows what else. So keep asking questions. You never know where your curiosity might take you. Speaking of which, it's time for me to go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.